Good evening, Zelda Randomizer appreciators. Tonight on SpeedGaming 6, we have a top 32 match, game number 3 between Eykir and ObscureLifeForm. This is a tournament key sanity mode, so you will not see any of that crazy Castle Tower or Ganon's Tower keys in any unusual spot. My name is TJ Maelstrom doing commentary tonight, and I'm alongside the absolutely not hideous Jinxie girl. How you doing, Jinxie?
I'm doing well. That was quite an introduction. Yeah, so game 3, we see Obscure skirting that inverted again. Getting some key sanity. Still fun. They promise a really good match. They seem super excited to be competing with each other, which is always something really fun to see when two people that, kind of have really good respect for each other playing a game that they enjoy. So it's definitely in good fun. So that's always great.
Right, I can't wait for these two to absolutely hate each other by the end of this match so we can get a full-on brawl, yell at each other during the interview process. That is not going to happen. Nobody should get their hopes up for that. Everybody will be cool and copacetic, and we'll all have fun tonight. Just like Wang Chung once said, everybody have fun tonight. Wang Chunging is optional.
Looks like we are off. I heard someone click start. Let's take a look at what is inside Link's house here. A little bit of a delay, but we'll get them all synced up pretty soon. Nothing but 20
Just
bucks.
a fat 20.
Going with the Uncle start over here. Going to see what our tree pool has. Obscure probably going to follow suit as well. Or call me a liar. Going to head over for that 50-50 bomb drop over in the Lost Woods.
That's a fish. That is a weird sprite.
I can appreciate it. I think the people that use the weirdest sprites that you really can't see any kind of hitbox for is just, it's admirable.
All right, we got one. We got two.
Nice. Looks like we have some bomb drops there in the pack. Eykir also getting one. We also have Maddie Walkherd over clicking the buttons for us. Thank you so much.
Oh, there's a moon pearl. Well, it's good that we got those bombs, huh? I think we're gonna need that item.
Wow, that is definitely a very nice find. Just some cash off the uncle.
We apologize for the audio desync. We're gonna get that figured out as soon as possible, but all the action will still be before your eyes. Looks like Eykir is heading up to... This might be like an Eastern Palace area play.
I think the early Saha is becoming kind of a little bit more heard of these days. It's kind of less out of the realm of impossibility, but I like it. It's information. We're going to find out what that green pendant is, as well as 3 items. So I like this play because I like information. We have a small key over in the library, so boots might very well be required this seed.
Nice. Green pendant in Eastern Palace. Okay,
so why has the green pendant been Eastern in every single race that I've watched?
Look, green pendant has been in Eastern Palace since 1991, okay? Appreciate it.
Not okay with it. We do have a bug net. Super exciting.
A net. Oh, these bombs are just... I never get this lucky with these bombs. This is crazy. And we are getting the spicy Eastern Palace pendant play, so let's go.
I think when you find out it's a pendant, you're kind of more not as salty to dip it without that big key or the bow.
Agreed, but if you find nothing in there, that just feels bad. And Obscure is just collecting bombs, so there's plenty in his inventory. 9 is enough. Eykir is rounding the corner to the first chest in Eastern Palace. Casa de Pollo. La Bomba. Casa de Pollo con Fracción del Corazón, which is Spanish for heart piece, I believe. Fracción del Corazón.
I love how committed you are to this. Don't quite have that money for that bottle vendor yet, so we are going to take a dip in Kakariko Well here. Probably going to get some riches so that we can pay off our favorite little buddy.
Maybe a little
in
bit, but you know,
Kakariko.
in a sanity mode, you're less likely to find money just lying around. There's an ether medallion in the Eastern Palace. That's there's boots.
Nice.
And the jury's still out on whether that Eastern Palace ether will matter. And just shy of bottle vendor money there. I think there's a single rupee under that under one of those pots. We got boots. Now we can get that small key in the library.
Yeah, definitely. And that's going to make some nice routing for Obscure. Going to be able to do bonk rocks if he chooses just not to save and quit and go, you know, can just keep moving. There's a small key to Skullwoods. That kind of sucks, but it's all right. Another 50 bucks over in Blind's Hut. So Obscure now has that money to pay our bottle vendor. It looks like just money and a shield so far in Blind's Hut, but we got boots in Cackwell, so we can't complain.
Right. You know, now we get some more data about, oh, well,
Awesome.
We already know Eastern Palace, but I don't think Obscure knows Eastern Palace yet. So dark. Why is it so dark, Jinxie? Turn the lights on.
Right, someone forgot to pay the bill.
Who's Bill?
One of the coders.
Okay. That's a poor investment. And yes, we are getting that small key. So Eykir coming out of Eastern Palace so far with an Ether Medallion and a Skullwoods small key. And this might get a little dicey here with 3 hearts. May not get to this chest. It's looking a little tight and doesn't quite get it. That feels really terrible when you don't get that.
Yeah, for sure. Just another $20 in the back of Sank. But Obscure gonna scoot himself over to those bonk rocks and let us see what's there.
Rocks.
We haven't really had anything else exciting other than the boots.
Well, Ether's not exciting for you. It's a medallion that literally calls thunder from the sky, and it's not exciting for you? Not exciting. Okay,
no,
I see. All right,
no,
okay.
It just doesn't do it for me.
Fine. Jeez, you are hard to please. God damn.
I like Bombos.
Bombos, you know what? You would like the fireworks, wouldn't you?
Yes. Ooh, just single rubies from our tree crab, but we did see Obscure get another tree pool that threw out some bombs, so a little bit more helpful than those single rubies. Over on Lumberjack, we have a map.
A map. Oh, whatever dungeon that is not getting explored. They are really just hunting for stuff because, yeah, it's like I said earlier. These key sanity modes, money is really hard to come by. So any and all dollars and cents that can get picked up, penny and dime, nickel and dime, your way to success here. Just pick it all up.
I think we forgot to mention. Oh, there's the mushroom.
Oh, good, a mushroom.
Obscure did pick up that small key to desert over there on the library ledge, so
that was
that
Desert
could be
Palace.
interesting.
Okay,
yeah, small to desert.
That must have been while I was distracted by Eykir getting worked over in Eastern Palace. Let's see if Obscure decides to go for the Eastern Palace play. Does have an extra heart to work with. That's a heart piece on the island. Looks like it, but we'll see if he commits.
Yeah, I mean, at least Eykir's going to go ahead and get their boots here, but that's pretty much all Kakariko had for us. So you're going to grab that wonderful bug net off of Saha.
Fortunately, takes the money, buy some bombs. We didn't have any bombs to really work with, so that's fine. Not like money is that, it's not that hard to come by. And there we go. Our audio is synchronized now for your listening pleasure. As if I wasn't good enough for your listening pleasure, honestly.
I am not sure what's happening here with Obscure Life. Looked like some kind of trick was happening. I'm not sure what, but I'm here for it. Oh, that's a houlihan thing? Interesting. Did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a houlihan setup. Interesting. Oh, there you go. There you have it.
Hashtag the more you know. Come on.
I am very glad he went back.
I mean, he was definitely like committed to it. Like there was definitely rhyme to his reason. I just didn't know it. That's brilliant. I love it.
I have that's personally never seen that. That's it's great. That's awesome. Cool game knowledge. You'll love to see it.
Okay, Eykir, about to grab those boots. We're going to get some new checks here from Obscure down by the dam.
Just the compass. So far.
Yeah, that item could be interesting.
It probably is.
Underneath the water, something soggy.
Yeah, nothing. It's a map. It's a map. And it'll make me wonder, how did that map survive underwater? What material are these maps made out of that they can survive underwater for prolonged amounts of time? Oh, look, the boomerang.
Red meringue. That's nice. They don't have any weapons. A stun item is definitely reasonable to pick up at this point.
Yeah, I never mind seeing a boomerang in the early game. It's always nice to have.
There's that small key to desert for Eykir as Obscure is heading into Mini Moldorm Cave, where we're going to have to kill them with bombs because we have nothing else.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have a sword, because Ether would make short work of these. Now that we have magic anyway for Obscure Life Form here. And come on, Twofer. Come on, Twofer. Ah. Alright, we got him.
It's true, we do.
Well, it was a twofer, but a different kind of twofer.
I also completely wrote off the fact that Moon Pearl was on Race Game, which is pretty significant, but wow.
I mean, it doesn't really mean anything until we have Dark World access.
Yeah, not yet. There's a small to Ice Palace, which makes routing a little nicer.
An Ice Palace, of course, but we haven't found any really relevant dungeon keys just yet. Nothing that really is directing us towards any like early dungeon plays just yet. We did find out one single Palace of Darkness key, so I may be wrong in that aspect, because you know there's a lot you can do with one Palace of Darkness small key. Like the key Palace of Darkness numbers for the amount of keys: 1, 4, and 6.
Okay, what's Ice Rod Cave got for us? Because I'm assuming we're going to see some big flippers. Hey, it's a big key. Tahara, all right.
Okay. We don't have a fire source yet, so we can't get into the basement, but now we can get, well, we can't get the Tower of Terror yet anyway, so whatever. Where's the stuff? Where's the stuff, Jinxie?
It is, I don't know, and that's the question, because now I'm starting to be concerned that one of the stuffs was over in Eastern Palace where Eykir passed away.
We don't have a lamp yet, so that's not in logic. So until we see a lamp, that thing is just, well, so dead in the water, so to speak. I love the idea of a fish walking on water. It's This is amusing to me.
Hey, there's a small key to Turtle Rock. And our mirror. Okay,
ooh,
that's a nice sequence break.
That's a spicy meatball. So flippers should be, with the Tower of Hera key being where it was, I'm thinking flippers might be nearby. But this whole entire area, not in logic. The Obscure is scouting that big key on the Zora ledge. We can't do anything about that yet.
Yeah, that is interesting. I think you're right. We are going to see those flippers pretty soon. We already know that Hylia Island is just a hard piece, but what does our friendly neighborhood hobo have for us today?
Nothing. He's a hobo. I don't think he even has a bed. Look at that.
He has a beautiful tent and a very nice campfire.
And why isn't he sleeping in the tent?
Because it's nice and shady under the bridge. Blue mail is very convenient for early game.
It would have served Eykir very well a few minutes ago.
You speak truth.
All right, so let's take stock here. What haven't we seen yet? We've yet to see Escape. We have yet to see Agina's Cave. We've yet to see what that mushroom has. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Yeah. The only thing is, there's not that much that we can do in Escape that's in logic without the Hyrule Castle small key or the lamp. So there's one check in there. There's one check over at the mushroom. There's one check in Eastern Palace we didn't do. So not a whole lot. We're going to see something coming up very soon, and it might just very well be behind this mushroom.
I feel like it almost has to be the lamp. Or a glove. Or
it's the Cane of Samaria, which is great, but does nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can fight things now a little easier, I guess, if we get magic, which Obscure's probably going to have to dip the uncle bottles because he's down to 2 bombs and no magic.
Yeah. And that is, by the way, a hard fake powder lockout. Just completely hard lockout of it. And unfortunately, those bombs have cycled away from the tree pull prize for Obscure. Gonna have to pick up some magic here to get anywhere in the Escape, but that first check is really all that might be required here.
Oh, I didn't realize Obscure didn't do Uncle. That's right. They went over to the 50-50 bombs.
Just a little bit of cash.
Blue mail for Eykir. Sabine, I almost feel like the first chest in the castle has to be the castle tower small, right?
Do you think this might be Hyrule? What else could it be? Let's think here. Glove does open up Zora.
Yeah.
A lamp opens up Eastern Palace. Flute opens up the entire mountain.
I mean, we have to think it has to be something. This has to be progression here, yes? I mean, it has to be.
Well, it could be in Agina's Cave as well.
Oh, I forgot about Agina. Yes.
But it's here.
Lamp.
It's the lamp. How ordinary. Well, we know our progress is in either Eastern Palace or the back of Escape here. Oh, Dark Cross, that is. This is looking like an Agaseed. A little bit.
Yeah.
We don't have a glove.
Lot of it.
Yeah. We don't have a single glove. We don't have a hammer. We do have a Moon Pearl, which is indicative that like a lot of the stuff is in the Dark World this early.
And that amazing bug net.
Oh, holla. Was that a $20 stun prize I saw?
I believe so.
Pretty good. Pretty good this early. Yeah, let's see where Eykir decides to go. This Obscure is clearing out Hyrule Castle here, because why wouldn't you? Logic be damned. Yeah, toss that pot at that dude.
Yeah, we're not going to have to Death Warp. We have that early out of logic mirror, which
Correct.
is very convenient.
It is awesome. Throws the boomerang, walks into it anyway. Love it. And the key to Swamp Palace.
Wow.
Well, it's a good thing we came down here and stuck to it. Boy, howdy. Alright, so now what is behind this lamp? Eykir is deciding to burn his bomb resources rather than his magic resources.
Well, bombs are in the drop, so, like, are in the pool, so
yeah.
Not super, super terrible.
Don't go swimming. And there's the book, so let's go to
desert.
Let's go to Desert Palace. Well, let's us see what's in Agina's Cave.
I mean, that's Agina's Cave, that's, you know, Desert Right that we typically couldn't get into in keys because we had that super early key. That's the ledge item. It's a good bit of items.
We did get that Desert Palace small key. Nice bomb setup from Eykir. Very, very
nice. Very
good.
smooth.
Yeah. like Rube Goldbergian, Rube Goldberg like there.
Ooh, Eastern Palace big in desert. That would be a thing.
Well, Eastern Palace big and Desert Palace may get Eykir to go back to the Eastern Palace check and get that thing he missed. It might allow Obscure to pursue Eastern Palace in general, which did have an ether that may or may not be required.
Yeah, it could definitely be. Oh, hey, hook shot. Thank you, Akina.
Oy. Well, it's a good thing we got that book, because that probably would have gone unnoticed for a while.
I don't know. We were kind of bottom of the barrel at this point. I don't think they had many other choices.
Well, the seed is pushing us into Desert Palace. I think the hook shot in Agina's Cave is kind of a bonus at this point.
Oh, for sure. Just some money over on Desert Ledge.
Oh, Eykir is stealing the key to go to the back. That's a bold choice, considering we know the Swamp Palace small key is in the basement.
Yeah, so that's a decision.
It's possible he may be scumming this, so we're gonna see what's back here, and then if nothing worth it is back here, I'm expecting a reset. I don't think he's gonna commit to it if there's nothing here. And we have a key to Ganon's tower. Oh, he locked it in. It's locked in. All right. Okay, well, maybe Swamp Palace will be a pendant, but that could be the game right there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was unfortunate. Oh, there's a glove and desert.
And that is the entire mountain now.
Because of course, there's a glove in desert.
Oh, there's been a glove in desert since 1991. I went through this already.
I just realized that the fish spits up a little waterfall to hold the pots and stuff. That is adorable. I love this sprite.
It's good attention to detail.
It absolutely is. We have a full heart on the torch. I definitely would take that.
You're about to save and quit. Yeah, you picked that up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, take it.
Nobody needs to be a hero here. You go. Right? You get your heart.
Get that heart and love it. Mm-hmm. Eykir is going to feel really bad when he gets this glove at a Desert Palace. Well, maybe not. But it's going to be a while before that Swamp Palace small key is collected on Eykir's side. Oh, boy.
Obscure is going straight to the mountain. Says, I don't care what's in the back of Escape. I'm going up the mountain. There's an old man that needs rescued.
Mm. Well, all that's down there of possible significance is a Ganon's Tower small key. But with clever routing, Ganon's Tower can be fully cleared with just 2.
I am so upset that Eykir saved and quit.
I'm astonished. I'm astonished that it was locked into it. But hey,
that's commitment, man.
The commitment's a commitment.
Old man with just some explosives, which is startling.
Well, we needed that. It's
nerve-wracking. Wait, what? No, I wanted to see what was up on Spec Rock. I wanted to see what was in Paradox. What are you doing?
I think we're getting the back of Escape here. And then Obscure's going up. Possibly Obscure remembering, oh yeah, there's this stuff back here. Let me go get it.
Yeah, I think definitely looking to see if they can find that Titan's Myth there, kind of loop in all of Dark Death Mountain along with Light Death Mountain, so I don't hate it. I just like information, and I've seen all this stuff already.
Relax. You're going to get it, Jinxie.
I drank like 3 pots of coffee today, man. I can't make any promises.
Whoa. That's a lot of coffee. By the way, did you happen to see what was on Desert Ledge?
Just $50.
Okay. And back up the mountain we go. Jinxie Girl is going to be very happy about this.
I am. I like to know all of the things.
You may not know all of the things, and you're going to have to be okay with that. But you will know these things coming up. And there are a lot of things. So now, Now this the possibility that this is an Agaseed is diminished quite significantly. Now the question is, are we going to find mitts, or are we going to find a hammer? Or
I feel like the games recently have rolled to the point where it's a lot less likely to get the hammer as thank you game.
There you go.
I've just noticed people getting mitts before hammer, and hammer kind of being that obscure item that we've been searching for. So it is kind of refreshing to see typical Dark World access.
We could get both. There's a pod map and a Thieves Town small key. Another pod small key, so that's 2. And some information. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I want that information.
Yeah, I am very, very glad we got that map. I am very, very happy we found that map.
Our more obscure keys have already popped up. We have the Desert Small, the Thieves Town Small, and the Swamp Small already. We also got a Bottle and Paradox, so that opens up Sick Kid as well. Another small key over on Floating Island do have that mirror. Unfortunately, we do not have those Titans midst.
Oh, the hammer does open up Tower of Hera logically.
It does.
Just compass on Ether Tablet. So we can ascend all Tower of Hera in its completion, but not the basement. Nothing exciting so far, and we'll be able to let a Hera pot up thanks to the handy-dandy hookshot.
Boots making that even easier. Although, can you do hook speed without a sword? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. But there are other methods. Some more reliable. The hook speed method is a little finicky.
We're going to get a look at Spiral Cave from Eykir as ObscureLifeForm successfully Herapods is going to take a look at what is in our compass chest as well as our big chest, and then kill Moldorm with the hammer.
Fresh checks. Ice Palace Smoky.
Ice, another bottle in Hera with blue goo. Very nice. Another map for information.
That's another important map to have. Turtle Rock map is another very, very good one to have early. That'll let you know if this is going to turn into an ice rod hunt or not. I hear speeding his way up the mountain. Looks like it's going to go right to Tower of Hera. And it's possible we can get a map check to see what the these Dark World dungeons are. And it is a crystal in Swamp Palace.
Oh, my anxiety just went through the roof. I'm not okay.
And I think I saw Thieves Town as the red. And I didn't really see anything else. That was
I think Pod was a crystal too. I blacked out when I saw that crystal on Swamp Palace, but I do think I saw a crystal on Pod and the 5-6, like you said, on Thieves Town.
Okay. Well, we got a crystal out of Tower of Hera. We're unsure if it's red or blue. Don't know. So Eykir did get that mirror out of the waterfall cave there, right? The only way I think Eykir can successfully route in that Swamp Palace small key in an efficient manner, if we get, I'm gonna take a look at this. Commit this to memory.
Turtle Rock is also a crystal.
So we will need that ice rod. The only way I see Eykir, I think Eykir just soft locked. Oh boy.
Mirror, bud. Oh,
doesn't work.
Not mirror?
It doesn't work. No, you can't.
Gross.
Oh boy, this is not going well for Eykir. Missing a check in Eastern Palace, leaving behind the Swamp Palace small key that's necessary, getting stuck in Tower of Hera. This is a cursed run for Eykir. Oh, Maron. But as I was saying, the only way I think I can successfully see Eykir getting back to Zelda Cell for that Swamp Palace Small Key. We'll need the Hyrule Castle Small Key, and then he'll need to get back to Pyramid in the Dark World with that Hyrule Castle Small Key, and then mirror from that location, and then go then and finish off Zelda Cell. That's the only efficient way I think I can see that happening, and that's a really specific set of circumstances.
Well, I mean, as long as the logic stays in his mind, you know, he's gonna know, okay, the lamp, which led to the book, which led to the gloves. He's gonna know that there's probably something in Hyrule Castle that he needs. That's just my hope. But we are gonna get a look at Hype Cave over here from ObscureLifeForm. I mean, we're half an hour in, still don't really have a sword, which...
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Obscure, you know what you need? You know what you need to go see Johnny Two Bombs? Jinxie, what do you need to go see Johnny Two Bombs?
You need 2 bombs.
You need 2 bombs to see Johnny Two Bombs. Plenty of opportunity for bombs all over the place. We got a store down below. We got guards are dropping bombs. But I guess Obscure is opting to go and do additional checks.
I don't hate this. I feel like Pyramid Ledge gets forgotten about a lot, and I like information, which is just 20 bucks, which could help you buy bombs if you really, really need them. Obscure.
Oh boy! And the hits just keep on coming for Eykir.
Eykir got this. It's just...
Yeah, it's just...
You know, it's a game 3, top 32. It's tense, man, but
one thing after the other. Eesh.
At least it's not inverted.
Why? What's wrong with inverted? What's
awful.
wrong with inverted is the best.
Awful.
And no, stop it. Stop this heresy.
I will not.
We're farming for bombs in Hyrule Castle. This is this a little desperate, or just well, you got 2 bombs now. You already used 1.
Okay, we have a mold arm down for Eykir, grabbing that first crystal. Looks like Obscure's gonna head on up to Catfish and probably Zora.
At this point, why not? You got boots. You're already halfway there. Just go ahead and do it. And yeah, you can.
I mean, this is also King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge as well.
You know, we also do. Well, we've got. Look what we've got. We've got Canis Samaria and a red boomerang now. Please stop and buy more bombs right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was thinking we may be able to use Red Cane and Red Boomerang in order to set up a splash delete for that big key sitting on Zora's Ledge, but Obscure is going to need more bombs for a Hype Cave, or if the trick doesn't work at first, you're gonna need 2 more. So hopefully, if he plans on doing this, he plans on getting more bombs.
Okay, Eykir gonna head over to Hype Cave, has 3 bombs.
3 bombs.
We'll get to see it. Our grumpy fish only having some sticks for us today.
All right. Johnny Two Bombs Hype Cave Speakeasy. Take the bomb, go around the back for the secret handshake, and he lets you into the back. We got 3 bombs.
Bombs. Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? It's nice to have that before you go into Skullwoods, okay? It's nice to have that. It's nice to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got a bow on Zora. That's a big thing. Here goes Obscure setting this up. So, all right, let's see. Get it right on the first time. You don't have to worry about it. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. This is why you needed to buy bombs. There's the flippers, and now our mirrors and logic sitting on Stumpy. All right. You're gonna need bombs, Obscure. Maybe. Ooh, using the arrows. Okay, that was okay. That could have worked. That can work. That can work. That can work. That can work. You got this. You got this, bro. Nope. You gotta throw it. You gotta throw it horizontally. Gotta be horizontal.
Keep 45 just having 20 bucks for us. Come on,
man.
And
you know the
I'm
irony.
gonna give myself like a hernia. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to swim for him. Like, I'm doing everything I can over on this end.
You gotta appreciate the irony of the fish sprite, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just move over slightly to the right.
Go to Stumpy. Just 10 sticks on digging.
Cool beans. Well, we know where flippers are, so you're gonna get back there. Okay, well. We got confirmation that Tower of Hera is, in fact, the other red crystal.
That's good news for Eykir.
Thanks. Shoutouts to our tracker, Matt Ewok. Very cool for that. And it looks like Obscure is not forgetting Hype Cave. However, Obscure is forgetting. There's the Hyrule.
Okay.
There that is. Okay.
Okay.
Now you gotta. Now you go back. Now
Write
you
it
gotta
down,
go
man.
back.
Write it down, man.
Okay, so step 1 is complete. We have the Hyrule Castle small key before we go to the pyramid. So there you go. There's that. There is hope. There is hope.
When did we get powder? No, we didn't. Oh, wait. How are you doing this then?
I care. I don't. I mean,
okay. I'm sorry. I was so confused. I was like, another new trick. Oh my god.
Right. I was about to say, like, what new sorcery am I about to witness? And then I just, yeah, because that red king was locked behind the mushrooms, so that trick is literally impossible in this seed.
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna look like, I've never watched this game before. 2 new tricks that I'd never seen.
Hey, Jinxie.
I'm gonna fangirl, but yeah.
Do you know what we can do in its entirety now?
Swamp.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah, it's Swamp Palace. We can do a decent bit pod too. Here's those flippers for Obscure.
Oh man, I can only imagine what he's feeling getting those right after trying all those splash deletes.
We don't necessarily need the swamp big. That's kind of like a fetch quest.
But it's something you want to have.
Yeah, before you do it, but it's a crystal.
It's not something you want to see after you do Swamp Palace. I'll say that.
There you go.
The earlier you see these one-off big keys like Skullwoods and Ice Palace and Swamp Palace, the better off you feel. Was that an ice rod?
That looked like an ice rod, although sometimes my screen goes a little funny, so I say ice rod until I see someone use it.
It was definitely a rod, that's for sure. Oh, that's okay. Skullwood's big key paying off. This dungeon is brought to you by Blue Things. And hearts. Also hearts.
Yeah, Skullwoods has already paid dividends just with the flute and the ice rod. Like, 2 very, very nice, convenient items.
Well, that's
and the super important map of Ganon's Tower.
Super important. Here we go. ObscureLifeForm is going into Swamp Palace. Did not get that Swamp Palace big key, so Eykir... Well, Eykir doesn't have the Swamp Palace small key, so we're not going to see it for a while.
But he does have the sewers key, so that is important.
Yeah.
I have hope.
Right. That is the only way Eykir can possibly get this Swamp Palace small key sitting in Zelda's cell.
We have no idea where Swamp Pig is. There's a small 2 pod.
That's a 3rd one.
Yeah. All right, what you got for us, Swamp?
Water.
Creepy boss with glaucoma.
Glaucoma?
That's what I picture, like... Is it... Oh, big key to Thieves Town.
There you go.
No, that's unfortunate because Thief Town is our other 5/6 crystal, which is what we wanted Eykir to go and do so that he would do the big bomb and then go back into Hyrule Castle.
Well, this pyramid is still unchecked.
True.
Yeah, now that whole sequence is impossible. You are correct about that. Scrolling from the hookshot to the hammer, the most annoying quick swap in the game. There's our sword.
Hey.
Now we can use the ether medallion.
Ooh, this boss kill's gonna be so gross if there isn't a sword. You're in swamp.
Hammer's fine. Health getting a little bit low here.
There's diver down setup.
Yeah, there's another fringe use for the boomerang right there.
Yeah, for sure. And more bombs in
Yep, well,
Ledge.
if you ever feel useless about your life, just remember the time that there were bombs in Graveyard Ledge. Just remember that, and remind yourself that at least you are not bombs in Graveyard Ledge.
I mean, I definitely don't blame Obscure for doing immediate left side swamp. It's the best time to do it. You still need like 1 million items.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 things out there we need.
Yeah. C-shape house check from Eykir with just 20 bucks.
Pretty much useless. Oh,
Hey.
Boy. Well, that's actually kind of good news for Eykir. That being in there means getting bottlenecked into Zelda Cell a lot sooner.
Yeah, definitely.
So that can keep this game competitive right there. Titan's been unlocked so much. And a lot of really advanced dungeons that are take a lot longer to go through than most of these other dungeons. So yeah, that's a breath of life for Eykir that he doesn't know he has. And there's another sword
and a
already
couple
too.
Swords, man. Nice.
Significantly diminishing the possibility of a sword in this dungeon for Obscure. And we're going to see the front of Thieves Town, but not the back, not until Obscure decides to go there with the Thieves Town big and small key, so full access to Thieves Town will be had. Full logical access to Thieves Town, nonetheless. How many times you see Mitts in Left Side Swamp? Like, a lot, right? Like, that comes up a lot, or is that just me? No, right? Like, that happens all the time.
I am a left side swamp checker. So, I appreciate it.
It depends on my mood. Alright, that'll tell us whether or not we need to go back into Desert Palace. So far, we only have knowledge of one pendant dungeon, and that's Eastern Palace being the green one. We have not seen any other pendants so far, but the list is getting shorter and shorter. We know Turtle Rock is going to be one. We have the Ice Rod, but not the Fire Rod. One powerful bird, don't you think?
Oh, for sure.
Well, Eykir is this. Looks like this is going to be a Palace of Darkness play. Yeah. Possibly might even clean up that one check in Eastern Palace as well afterwards.
Oh, menu boss time for Obscure.
Oh no, this is okay. This could be good. This could be
good. Keep that mirror out. Keep that mirror out, please. No. Yeah, there you go. Keep the mirror out. No.
And there it goes.
Oh man.
Well, There was an exact set of circumstances that I said would need to happen, and it just came and went. That was the chance. But
That's so unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but at least the mitts being in left side swamp will be a bit of a stave next to you. Oh my gosh, the shovel. Fun.
Hey, our mushroom led to Samaria, so our shovel could be cool.
Indeed it could.
And considering how many times they've run out of bombs, I appreciate that they can just dig for them at this point instead of going all the way back to Hyrule Castle.
We got plenty of things that are dropping bombs off of enemies here, but you know, Obscure doesn't have a sword.
What is happening over here on Obscure's side? He's going to get that big key. Never mind.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Watch it be swamp.
Oh my gosh, would that not be a kick in the teeth?
Well, who's going to get to it first? Looks like Eykir might get to it first.
I don't know, we have to go through the Zora cut scene.
It'll be over by the time Obscure gets there.
Could be pod big, which would be super cool, because we could do a lot in pod. Well, Eykir can. Has that extra key. But...
What have we got? Eastern Palace.
Okay. Well, you
yeah.
do it's green pendant.
And you just got a bow. Now, Obscure breathes a sigh of relief as he sees the not Swamp Palace big key.
Well, I think Obscure's going to end up getting their ether. Or not. You know, could just start at Sank.
There's got... Let's take a look at things from Obscure's side.
That hasn't done any of Dark Kakariko. Can full clear Thieves Town. So yeah, this makes more sense.
Right, yeah.
That's your 5-6.
Yeah.
Your Pyramid Fairy's open.
Yeah. You're not going to Eastern Palace just yet. After Pyramid Fairy, then you can decide if you really want to go. You can dip pod at the same time. There's plenty of opportunity to go later. And you might get something in here that'll direct you away anyway. But we know Skull Woods has a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah. And with the mitts, getting into the Dark World in Kakariko Village isn't obnoxious. Finally, a sword for Obscure Life, as we see Eykir opening Eastern. The opening pod mirroring to Eastern. My brain is working faster than my mouth.
I am very curious to see what is in that chest that was missed earlier.
Yeah, and for all intents and purposes, that could have been, like, the focus that Eykir has been, like, really worried about, like, what's in that chest, and not even thinking about Zora's chest, which we know is super important.
Me, Zelda's chest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm worked up, okay?
I got you. I got you.
Hold my hand.
Don't be upset. You're doing commentary with me. You gotta be happy about this. It's great, right? There you go.
Some new information on the way with 3 checks on Eykir's side. We're going to see those first 4 in Thieves Town, which we know aren't very exciting, but we are going to get to see the whole back.
And just a compass in the big chest, just Skull Woods, so Eykir is going to remedy a previous mistake. At the cost of a little bit of extra time. But now we have the boots and a lot more health. So just plow right into it. Get in there. Kick the crap out of it. What do we got? Was it worth your time? Yeah, well...
It's not terrible.
I'll tell you what. It definitely could have helped you earlier.
This game has so many jokes, man. All the jokes.
Funny joke, video game. Sure, okay. Hey, you having problems with this chest? Ah, too bad, tough guy. If only you could have what's inside this box here.
It's like when Saha's just sitting on a good item. Like, I came in there, I talked to you, you told me where your green pendant is, and you're not going to give me, like, that bow? Like, what's wrong with you?
I love it when Sahasrahla tells you where the green pendant is, and then the map to that dungeon is in the back. It's like, oh, that's how you knew, smart guy. Okay.
Saha is the real war criminal here.
Oh, a war criminal. Wow, that's a statement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's definitely not helping defeat Ganon.
So not helping makes you a war criminal.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, when you're holding progression, absolutely.
I think the entirety of Switzerland might take umbrage with that.
I said what I said.
Uh-huh. All right, we're gonna see some exciting stuff. Exciting stuff here. We're gonna see what's on Armos Knights, plus a green pendant turn in, more or less, and as well as stuff in the back of Thieves Town, which is so far unexciting.
Yeah, this seed is leaving a lot to be desired.
No, I'll tell you right now, it's leaving Zelda Cell to be desired.
I really, really want Eykir to go there.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy that that's sitting there and Eykir just left it.
I mean, I wouldn't care if it wasn't the Swamp Small. If it was 20 rupees, I'd be like, good play, man, yes.
Yeah, neither would Eykir. He wouldn't care either, but you know, that's
Right?
what's there, and it's a required key, and them's the break sometimes, you know? But he made his bed, now he's got to sleep in it. Alright, Eastern Palace is finally clear for Eykir. We're going to see some pod now. We have, what, 3 keys coming in?
Yeah, 3 keys and the bow.
That's enough to do a significant chunk of this, and as well as some, if not all of it, out of logic. There's also a good possibility that another small key will be in here. Thieves Town is not paying off in the items department, but it does have that red crystal.
Hey, spawned a turtle rock.
We'll need at least 3.
We are well on our way. I think that's number 2.
That is number 2. I'll tell you what's number 2. The fact that Eykir left that Swamp Palace small key in Zelda's Cell. Alright, that was really terrible. I'd apologize for that, but I wouldn't need it.
At least you're honest. That's all we could ask for. We have a very clean, so far, blind kill
Red
there on
Mailington.
Obscure.
And there's
the
our
other sword.
third sword. Congratulations. Small key to Tower of Hera with a fire source in tow. So there's our last unique individual small key. Nice elevator, or escalator for Mike here. Now you go all the way back up to Tower of Hera just for that one check, right? Absolutely. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Well, there was a compass on Ether Tablet, so there is draw there.
Right. You have to go back to that. I am being very sarcastic. I think Obscure is about to get another sword. If this path is indicative of anything.
I mean, you all... This is awful, and I know it's going to sound awful. I almost want Eykir not to find anything at all in these next checks, so he is absolutely forced to go do Zelda's Cell.
All right, well, again, the good news is that the myths are in Swamp.
Yeah.
So eventually that'll be a bottleneck. But who knows how far ahead Obscure is going to get before that happens.
There's that second sword for Obscure.
Alright, so we're not going to get another Palace of Darkness small key back here. We may see the big key or something else significant, but there can't be any small keys for Pod back here.
I mean, I don't know what you could expect to be more significant. We already have the bug net and the shovel, so we're pretty much go mode.
Have we seen that shovel yet? We haven't heard that, right?
We haven't seen the check yet, but Obscure did pick that up off of Argus.
Right. He hasn't routed back down that way yet. Also hasn't gotten the flute, nor the ice rod out of Skullwoods. But that flute definitely means a lot more for Obscure than it does for Eykir right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a Meyer check from Obscure. Oh, $20. Mm.
Green Pendant is Bubkiss. So that entire Eastern play was pretty much for Ether and maybe nothing else.
No worries, Matt. Saha is the worst. Ugh. Oh, you just risk your life? Yep, and here's $20.
Hey, didn't give you nothing.
May as
All
well
right.
have.
So let's see. What does Eykir have left to do?
Eykir did get the sewers key. It was on Sick Kid, so does have that key that they need. Hey, welcome in, SpeedGaming 3, Party of 94. ObscureLifeForm picking up their third pod key, as well as hopefully the flute and the ice rod from the front of Skullwoods.
This is a spike cave check for Eykir. That's why he's coming. All right. But I don't think Eykir has very much, if anything, left. Bombo's tablet now as well. So he's bottlenecking over there.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Hey, there's
Okay.
that third Turtle Rock key you were speaking about.
That's potentially significant, and now Turtle Rock is navigatable with just those keys. We'll have to skip the lava chest if you want to do that. We don't have a big key anyway, nor do we have a fire rod. So the point is kind of moot right now. I believe this is going to be Bombo's tablet for Eykir. Now the question is, if Eykir decides to go into Swamp Palace, when he gets that key, may decide that he's a little bit behind and might skip the left side. And that'll push him into Thieves Town, and Thieves Town will give him the Hera Small. So it's going to push him further away from Titan's Bit, although I'm just speculating if a left side swamp skip is going to happen here. It may not happen. It probably won't even happen. But it could.
I feel like if you just look at the sequence of items that you got, you're going to know that Swamp has to pay out somewhere, and the only place it paid out was those mitts on left side. So I feel like he's going to be more inclined to do that.
All right, so the front of Swamp Palace is the last logical check for Eykir before going into Zelda Cell.
Yes, Laser, he did get the small key a while ago. We're going to get the Smith's here. I like this because that's Smith, Hammer Pegs, Purple Chest, Bombo's Tablet. This routes nicely for Obscure.
Yeah, and has no medallion, so can't even get into Misery Mire, even if we did want to go in for any reason.
The small two swamp is in Zelda's Cell.
Yeah, the only medallion we did find was Ether, and in Eastern Palace, so that might be... We still don't know what it's useful for, and there you go, Eykir. What are you gonna do now? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Here's another small key in the Hammer Pigs. 2 pod. That's 4 keys. One more, we can full clear that sucker with the big key, with the big chest.
You can do a lot if you get some clever save scummy in there.
Here it is. Oh,
yeah.
Eykir, thank you so much.
Oh, like I said, those Titans Mint inside of Swamp Palace, and Swamp Palace having a lot of progression, did give Eykir a stay of execution. Bottleneck to it a lot sooner than could have been disastrous. So this is a little bit better for Eykir than I had previously feared.
Oh, Ice Palace is another pendant.
There we go.
So we almost have full information. Just need one more pendant.
Yeah, it's either Mire, Desert, or Skull Woods. And it's not Misery Mire, according to our tracker.
Ooh, we're getting the shovel check. Even better routing from Obscure.
Yeah.
Hey, just some love. Okay, and here is that small key for Eykir, going to immediately beeline to Swamp as they have nothing left. So we just need to hope they go in the first time and go straight to left side.
Right, let's see what the decision is. I'm very curious to see what that's going to be.
Well, not going to have... Oh, yeah, you're right. The Thieves Town big key is in there.
Yep.
Don't like it. Purple chest, just a piece of heart.
So these are all checks. Well, not all of them. And Smith Chain, I believe, produced what? A very limited results. Just a pod small key, which may not even be necessary.
Yeah, and hammer pigs.
I know Eykir does need another one to complete the dungeon, having spent 3 already. There, we're going to see these. Sorry, Misery Mire now. Misery Mire is... It's Aether, which is in Eastern Palace. So there you go. Eastern Palace is worth something. That could be good for Eykir.
That is good for Eykir, yeah. I feel like.
There's Quake.
There's Quake. How about this medallion? And the last sword.
That's the last sword. We've yet to see the entry requirement for Turtle Rock. That's a small key. You pick that up.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably a Mire key. We haven't seen any yet. No, it's GT.
Oh,
okay. Oh, that bottle. Alright, so now I ask ObscureLifeForm the same question that No Mercy asked me in the mid-90s. Where do you go?
Dark Death Mountain. There is a small key on Floating Island. So, I mean, there's that.
That is true.
I'm kind of nervous with Eykir going down to this south chest first. I've noticed more people that are committed to left side leave this until they come out of left side. So that's starting to make me nervous.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Eykir just toying with my emotions this entire season.
You know, did I jinx it? I did, right? I totally did, right?
You did.
I totally did. As I predicted, I feel like Eykir feels like he's massively behind, having left that small key in the basement. And there's a fire rod, so one more piece of the puzzle unraveled. And Eykir is skipping left side swamp now, trying to save some time and just dig in this hole even deeper. But depending on what could possibly be in the basement of Hera that could be all useful. Another pod key? Pod big?
Oh, and Aether needed for TR as well.
Alright, so Obscure is going to have to go to Eastern Palace. Period, point blank. And if he goes into Eastern Palace, he's not just going in for Aether and leaving. I don't think that's going to happen.
That's actually some bad news for Eykir. Like, could have made up some time if... you know, Obscure went into TR because he could open it with Quake. You know, that could have been some catch-up time, and hopefully goes back in and does left side swamp, but I really don't see that happening. I think that Thieves Town big key... Wait, there's a small key on the island. Go back in there.
Right?
No.
Hopefully that doesn't bite Obscure. No, very nice ice rod fight from Eykir there. It's really hard to get a setup for the ice rod there. It's easier to do it horizontally than it is vertically.
Was I wrong? Was that not a small key on Floating Island? I'm almost positive it was a small key. I could be wrong. I could just have...
I remember too. I guess we might be misremembering the same things.
It is a small key, thank you. Okay. Oh, Eykir.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, Thieves Town wasn't anything, so he's gonna go. He's gonna be forced to go back. Yeah, unfortunately, this seed has been so linear. There hasn't really been room to make divergent choices.
Thieves Town.
Why Obscure's frozen here?
Well, that's gonna recover some time for Eykir. The longer Obscure stays frozen, the more time Eykir gets to make up. I don't remember Tile Room taking this long.
No, this is quite extensive tile room exploration here.
Well, we now see the result of what happens when a fish goes without water for an extended period of time. And unfortunately, didn't get to see what was in Hera Basement, which is the only thing that was in Thieves Town, by the way. The only thing in Thieves Town was the Tower of Hera's small key. That was the only thing in there. So Eykir is gonna go right to Tower of Hera after this.
I mean, I feel like at this point, Obscure is kind of funneled into the Eastern Pod area. Because no, we got the fire rod, so he can do Skullwoods and I mean Ice Palace if you really, really want to.
Right. You could go to Ice Palace before Eastern. It's a choice. We know Eastern is the right decision. At least a right decision. Ice Palace could also be a right decision. Alright, some very enterprising people in chat are telling me that is the last Tower of... Spit it out, TJ! Turtle Rock Small Key in the Tower of Hera Basement. So thank you for that. So until I see otherwise, I'm going to assume that Surger 132 is correct.
I mean, we're bound to see it from Eykir. Definitely following their progression here. Unfortunately, skipping some pretty important checks.
Well, okay. Is there an out for Eykir at this point? Is there anything Eykir can get without the mitts? Probably not, right? Like, the only... Like, we all know that Titan's Mitt is like one of the best go mode items in this game. Like, you want Titan's Mitt to be your go mode more often than anything else, because it locks so much, and if you get it early, as well as all your other items, it's a pretty clear route to the end of the game from there. But I don't think there's anything that Eykir can get that's not behind those Titan's Mitt at this point.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else he could check. I mean, we can check Bumper Ledge. We can't get it. Pretty sure we did see Bumper Ledge. I just blacked out. Oh, yes, there is something else he can do. He's going to do
Palace?
Pyramid Fairy after this.
Which I don't think Obscure is done.
No.
Yeah, he'll do that before Tower of Hera Basement for sure.
It's unfortunate because he just has like crappy checks left. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Basement of Hera, the Pyramid Fairy after you've already checked Pyramid, and it. Oh, we get to see what's on Ped.
Nothing that does any favors for Eykir having done Eastern Palace, I'm afraid. So the bad news just keeps piling in for Eykir. Uh-oh. Okay. Then we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine.
Get in that portal and be like, you know what? All desert is our last pendant.
There you go. Well, we just we just learned that from Skullwoods anyway.
Oh my gosh, I'm mentally willing him to be like, you know what? I'm gonna do left side swamp while I'm here.
Go south. Not happening right now. That commitment has been made.
Oh, wow. Obscure pieced out with that flute. He's like, no, I'm happy. I'm gone. He's lucky there's nothing else in here. Wow. That was a decision.
Yeah, the fire rod was in here. That would have been pretty nasty.
Yeah.
All right, so this is something that Obscure didn't do. So there could possibly be something here that could push Eykir along the progression chain. Possibly. Like, if this is a... Well, even if this is Palace of Darkness big, you'll still need a small key. There's not a lot of outs for Eykir.
Yeah, he needs us to not be anything.
Here's our first Meyer key, which doesn't do anything. This is the Tower of Hera play. This is Hera coming up. Obscure is just following right behind Eykir, going to Pyramid Ferry. We are still looking for the Palace of Darkness big key, the Misery Mire big key, and the Turtle Rock big key. And ObscureLifeForm is looking for Ether Medallion, which is in Eastern Palace. That is the one thing that Eykir has that gives him a remote edge over ObscureLifeForm right now.
We're gonna get to see what that chest was, which I don't think it was anything, but we're gonna see it.
Yeah, we're gonna see it unless disaster strikes once more.
Which that's the kind of luck I have. I don't care if it's just 20 rupees. I want to know what it is. Oh, no.
Oh. We've switched from automatic to manual. It's more fun anyway. All right, so this is a pod play for Obscure, I believe, and then probably going into Eastern after that. So Ether Tablet will be. I can't believe what's happening.
You have got to be kidding me.
This is ridiculous. Oh, come on. Wait, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. All right, good.
Oh my God.
I was about to be really mad.
Yeah,
what is it?
I was 100% about to turn into Brad Pitt.
All right. So it was not, in fact, Turtle Rock Small Key. And there's another one still floating out there. And back to Swamp Palace we go. And I'm sure lessons have been learned today.
Well, I did say I don't care if it's just 20 rupees. I want to see it, and it was 20 rupees.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. I want to know. Because if you don't see it, we don't know what it isn't. That's the problem. We don't care what it is. We want to know what it isn't.
Exactly. Oh, and here's Eykir making that play. Okay, so this is actually really good.
Yes.
Right, because Eykir can make up some time here. He's really only behind Skullwoods.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that fire rod he's gonna like bump right into when he goes and does Super Bunny. Right. But now he can do. Oh, we don't have the big key to Meyer.
No, we don't. But we can go in, and we can go into Turtle Rock, and we know that there's probably progression in one of those two places because we haven't really seen. We've really seen pretty much everything else. Yeah,
but it feels so bad.
You know, it's key sanity. You have to live with the fact that double dips are going to happen and be probable. And there's a big key to.
Oh my lord!
Okay.
You gotta be kidding me!
All
with
right.
This I'm done.
Man.
I quit.
Oh boy! Wow, that's a spicy meatball right there. Oh, the Vanilla Palace of Darkness big key. Yuck!
Poor Eykir. This is just not fair to Eykir.
Yeah, Jinxie. Why does the seed hate Eykir?
It really does. Like at this point, it feels like a personal attack.
It does.
Like this. Oh my god! Like I'm Man,
Oh, me. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna go hug Eykir in person. I'm filling up my gas tank. I'm on my way because that's awful.
Yeah, this is why I usually don't go into Palace of Darkness with fewer than 4 keys. Like that right there is just, like, come on, that's not cool. But well, let's see what this gives Obscure here, because that could put him a bit further away from Ether. But like, Ether is the next progression item that Obscure needs. So gonna eventually get to Eastern Palace, possibly right even now. They gotta clear a little bit more of why did I forget the name of this dungeon? Palace of Darkness here before that happens. You know, I was really afraid that Eykir would check the right chest only and decided, well, getting a little bit agitated there. Now we can continue playing the video game. Alright, I think we're going right to Misery Mire here. We can go in. Eykir can go in with this Ether Medallion.
And what the pod big chest? That's with 2 keys, isn't it?
Palace of Darkness big chest? Yeah, that whole side requires six keys to be logical.
But the big key was only locked behind 2, correct?
No, that's a 6-key check.
No, is it?
Yeah, it is.
The big key chest?
Yes, it is a 6-key check. Oh, there might be some conditional.
That's just silly. I don't like it. That's gross.
Well, because there are so many doors in Palace of Darkness that you can open before you choose to open that one. So you can clear a lot of the dungeon in Palace of Darkness and not have enough keys for that. So no, like logically that needs to be a 6-key check, or else you can get stuck.
I thought it went from front to back. I don't know. This game, I'm so flustered with this game right now.
This game assumes that at all times that keys can be spent in the worst possible fashion. We're getting our first look at Misery Mire here from Eykir, which is great because we got some fresh eyes and some fresh checks.
Key logic hurts my brain, so I don't know. I can't answer your key logic.
Hey,
question.
I like it. I enjoy key logic. I think it makes this game a lot more fun.
I only play cross keys. You think I would know the logic a little bit better, but I don't. I'm just kind of one of those, let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Hey,
Go with your gut.
That works. It works for a lot of people. This is such a pain in the neck with the lamp.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Obscura did miss the hammer yump, as it's colloquially and affectionately known. We'll have to reset the bridge.
Yeah, it's awful when you miss it from the top. Yeah, I definitely go through the bottom and come back up. Oh.
This continues to suck for Eykir.
Hey, a shield.
Yep, that's pretty unexciting. Look, for all we know, the Misery Mire big key is locked behind the other 6-key chest, which is an harmless hellway. I mean, one of the keys was already logically hidden behind that. Okay, I was expecting that to be a Palace of Darkness small key.
Same.
Yeah. And here we go. Obscure is going to get this ether tablet. Excuse me, ether medallion.
Obscure making the play.
And there it is. Oh, never mind. It was. I guess it was the next one.
I have no idea what we found in Meyer.
To my knowledge, just the skull was small. But if Eykir makes any new decisions here, I guess we can maybe figure it out.
Well, I feel like Obscure is probably going to go to Meyer after this.
Possibly. The Turtle Rock play is also an option. And there's Ether. So now Obscure can open up these medallion dungeons. So we know that progression is... Well, not more than likely. It's almost certainly in Turtle Rock.
Fair. I don't know. Eykir froze in Meyer, so I didn't see anything else. It doesn't look like he has TR Big marked on his tracker, so it wasn't that. Does have a 4th pod key marked, though, so that's me ahead of the stream. Sorry. Never mind.
This looks like the Smith chain coming up, and I think the only thing that was at all significant in this entire sequence was a Palace of Darkness small key.
Yeah, that's what I think I saw him pick up when I was trying to check his tracker to see if we missed anything in Meyer when he froze up.
And as I expected, ObscureLifeForm is going full bore into this dungeon because, from his perspective, it makes very little sense to just get Ether and leave. There's so much more that needs to be acquired. Well, not too much more, but enough that I think a full exploration of this dungeon is very justified.
Yes, Obscure beat Helma.
All right,
and of course the big key was vanilla.
And for those wondering, that chest had a 20 inside of it because Eykir checked it earlier. And I think that is it. That's the pod key right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know green pendant turn-in was nothing. I think it was a 20. We know pedestal is just cash, so the pendants really aren't worth anything in this seed beyond what they contain in their dungeons. Desert Palace was mostly explored. We only have the stuff locked behind the big key in there.
Okay, no, there was a small key in Meyer because he has 5 on his tracker now, so he did get a small key in Meyer. So he has the 5 keys he needs for pod. He just needs to go back.
I doubt he'll go back without the big key, and you know how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, well, he can't go to ice right now, so that's a good thing.
Right, we
but
don't
he
have
is probably
bombos.
going to go up on the mountain, so we can only hope he goes to Turtle Rock instead of Ice Palace when he gets that fire rod, if he's going to do so. Pod big key is vanilla.
All right, I expect. Let's see. What are ObscureLifeForm's options right now? Are to go to Ice Palace and go to Turtle Rock.
A Meyer.
That's right. He hasn't got to Meyer yet.
I like Misery Meyer.
You
I don't know why I was so defensive about that.
There are times when I like it too. I gotta tell you, I enjoy going into Misery Meyer, but only with keys.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. When there's more, because it's more valuable, right? Like, because there's a million Meyer keys in just the regular game that you just don't need. When it's key sanity, it's so much more exciting.
Well, it's just easier to get through. You can go with a small key going in. You can go to the left side first, and then explore the right in one go. Are we gonna see a bird toss? Let's go. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on. The people demand it. The people want to see it. You want to see it? You want to see it?
I'm a fan of birds. I feel bad when you drown the bird.
Yeah, let's go.
Heartless.
And the people are happy. Well, I am.
Listen, how crazy am I? I get upset when I accidentally kill the bush crab because they don't hurt you and they just give you gifts. And I get upset with myself if I accidentally kill one. I do. Welcome to my life. I bet you that's a pod key on Floating Island.
All right. All right. I am very glad Eykir is going to get this fire rod before going inside the Turtle Rock. I was a little, like, the way the scene has been going, I was a little afraid that was going to happen.
I just want to make sure I'm not crazy, and that was a small key up on Floating Island. I know. Okay, I know chat has confirmed it, but I still feel like I might be crazy.
You need visual confirmation because seeing is believing.
I do. Hookshot Cave being extremely disappointing.
It's been stingy lately.
It really has.
Yeah. For me.
Hype Cave is kind of making a comeback, not in this seed like this. Okay, look, see, I wasn't crazy. There's something on Floating Island.
There we go. Okay. I just love Hype Cave because I love Johnny Two Bombs.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He always never asks anything from you except for 2 bombs. Wow, that was nothing. Okay. And this is a small key to Ganon's Tower. So go ahead and put your resident sleepers into chat.
Okay, see, I was right. I was so nervous that I had somehow hallucinated a small key up there. I thought it was going to be the 6 pod small, which would have been good for Eykir because that would have been like a, six pod smalls. I got to go back to pod because the key's in there.
Well, you know what? At least we know what it is now.
Yes, I feel better.
We don't have to wonder. Oh, what a very fortunate heart drop for Eykir there.
Getting like heartburn from this seed, man.
Take an antacid. You don't want, like, this. Look, this seed is not worth the agita, all right?
There's that small to Skull Woods for ObscureLifeForm. Hey, look, see, Berna does matter. There's our last shield. And
big key to Misery Mire. Grats. Congratulations. That is a pod key in Misery Mire. Okay. So we're just one shy of logic. I'm pretty sure Obscure will decide. That's nice silver. Pretty sure Obscure will decide to go to Turtle Rock before Ice Palace. Pretty sure.
We haven't been right about a single thing this match. Why would you say that so confidently?
Welcome to commentary with me, okay, Jinxie? This always happens. Anybody who's ever listened to me do commentary knows that I am always wrong when it comes to these guesses, okay? You're right. I don't even know why I still, look, the accent came out. Look, see how agitated am I? I don't know. Phenomenal with this seed. Hey, Misery Mire key, all right.
Listen, if you ever approved us to do commentary, know both of us. So, I mean, they asked for this. This was a decision.
Well, we know the Mire key is in Turtle Rock, but I think the last thing we need is Turtle Rock Bake. That's it. That is the last piece we need. And there it is, right? Yep.
Wow.
There you go. There you go. There it is.
Oh, yeah, and immediately out.
Yep.
That's the right choice, you know?
And then Obscure will get go mode, Misery Mire's big key in Turtle Rock. And I think someone in chat wanted a mirror shield on the fish, and that wish is going to be granted here, too.
Oh, Eykir. No, don't check the lava chest.
Oh, he checked the lava chest with 3 keys! Oh, no! Okay, well, the good news is there's probably another Turtle Rock small key in here. because we haven't seen that last one yet. Unless it's in Palace of Darkness, there's a good chance it's in this dungeon. And I think Eykir might be counting on that. Because, frankly, committed to that now. But ObscureLifeForm is, having found that Turtle Rock big key in Ice Palace before going to Turtle Rock, is now way... If he wasn't way ahead before, he is way, way ahead now.
Oh, hey, we have finished all of the overworld checks sans Bumper Ledge because we can't do it, but I'm pretty sure we took a peek at it, and it wasn't anything important.
Hey, Obscure's finally gonna get that small key. I don't know why you're getting the small key now. What do you honestly need the small key for? Oh, this could be Turtle Rock. That's why. Okay, this could be Turtle Rock.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have...
yeah, we don't have 4, and who
he doesn't
knows?
have the Meyer... Wait, no, he doesn't need this.
No, but it could, if it's Turtle Rock 4 and something's in Lava Chest, you're about to go into Turtle Rock, you don't want to go in. You don't want to go in without it, but it's not it, so it doesn't matter.
That's fair.
But once we find Misery Mire big key in Turtle Rock, Obscure will just be done. We have enough Ganon Stellar small keys to route it to completion, so we don't need to worry about that big key. Obscure has the knowledge of the seed in the bag.
Yeah, he does need Meyer big, but he's about to get it within like the next minute.
Yeah, Meyer big is in the next 2 checks.
And grabbing silvers, just, you know. If he wouldn't have made that check first, I guarantee you wouldn't have got those silvers.
Exactly, yeah. But it's you make that check first.
While we're sitting here, just a reminder to give your 2 runners a follow. Give Eykir a hug because the seat has been brutal for this poor man. And yeah, thanks to Rallin, who is our restreamer, Matt Ewakerd, who was clicking those buttons behind the scenes, the unsung hero of these wonderful races, and my wonderful co-com, TJ Maelstrom.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I love you.
Aw, thank you, Chixie. I love you too. Alright, I believe that is go mode for ObscureLifeForm now.
Yeah, Obscure just taken off. I mean, you have Red Mail, you have Silvers, you have Riot Shield, you have Cold Sword. You have no more checks you need to make in this game other than that Ganon's Tower big key.
Ganon's Tower big key, and that's it. You know, we'll get that.
Magikarp carrying a Riot Shield. I love it.
It's ridiculous. This game is just completely absurd, and yeah, fantastic.
In all the best ways.
Yeah. You love it. Just don't spend the small key and you're good. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure the small key is just in this dungeon. Pretty sure. But where else could it be? Meyer? Not Turtle Rock. Palace. Why do I keep forgetting the name of Palace of Darkness? It could be in that last check.
Could be an ice.
It could be an ice.
In tournament keys, yes, the big key of GT is always in GT, and the 2 Aga Tower keys are always in Aga Tower.
Alright, so that big key is inside its own dungeon. And that is the only one. Right, we're just skipping stuff. We're just running on by. Because we know we don't need nothing else. We are loaded to the... We are armed to the teeth and loaded for bear.
Unfortunately, Obscure is going to have to go down and kill Viddy before he can go into GT.
Right, but you know, you're not going to leave the dungeon to go do that.
You don't know his life.
I don't know his life, but
You might very well do that.
You know, with
I'm
the amount of times
surprised he
I've gone
didn't after
wrong.
you were like so confidently he's not going to do that. I would have died if he did. That would have been the
Look,
best thing ever.
how can I be wrong if I think I'm always going to be right? If I don't think I'm always, whatever. It makes sense in my mind. Just not the verbal diarrhea I'm spewing out right now.
Nobody tells Magikarp what to do. Just let him live his life.
All right, just one more time. Stick your neck out for your homies, and let's get this over with.
Trinex and Helmasaur are the two coolest looking bosses in this game, and that is a hill I am willing to die on.
You don't think Cold Steel looks pretty cool? And
No.
I don't mean that in the oh my god, that's a less hotkey.
Nice.
Oh no, that last hotkey is absolutely positively not in Turtle Rock. That last Turtle Rock key is not in Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, no,
is what I meant to say. But since, you know, I'm a practitioner of verbal diarrhea, as previously mentioned, you knew what I meant.
Right? And, like, Blind is just lazy. Like, Blind is the dumbest boss in the game. Like, there's no creativity there. No, I don't know.
Look, you need a humanoid boss. That's fine. Blind is the humanoid boss. You need
it's in a bed sheet. Like, it's just not...
It's not a bed sheet. It's
could have done more.
The toga.
I know. I don't appreciate it. I know.
You don't appreciate the toga?
I do not.
What do you have against the toga?
I just think you look stupid. I think in the game, like, visually, all the bosses and everything is well thought out, and they were just like, we need one more boss. And he was like, you know what? Just...
Are you the dean from Animal House? Is that why you don't like togas? Is that
maybe.
why? Yeah?
Maybe I am.
All right. Is that maybe John Belushi?
Yeah, just go ahead and dox me right here on stream. Do it. I love John Belushi.
Yeah, I do too. May he rest in peace. Right, Eykir is gonna get his go mode here from Ice Palace.
No, he's not. His go mode is going to be the pod big.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Oh no, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yo, no, I know I am. Write that down the one time. I'm right.
Or you could just, you know, continue the I'm wrong ordeal.
Oh my god, he needs a small TR as well.
Right, because he's been there. Oh, okay.
Oh, that tasted so bad in my mouth, like just saying it. No.
Oh boy. I guess like there's like a mental block in my mind that's like really doesn't want it to be this bad for Eykir, but it just is, and I just refuse to believe it. Ugh.
It's just like essentially every worst case scenario you could think of happened. Like how often do we make these gambles and they turn out fine because it's something silly? But then but in Eykir's case, it was every single gamble turned out to be, I don't like it.
None of it worked out. Not only did all of the gambles not work out, they worked against him actively.
Yeah.
Actively. Yeah. Skipping the basement left him without the Swamp Palace Smoky, and then skipping left side swamp left him without the Titan's Mitt.
There's a Smana GT there in Ice Palace.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for about, I'd say, at least 50% of everybody's favorite time in the seeds, where we get to play a game in which Ganon's Tower Big Key is predicted. So it could be anything between 1 and 22, and I see a lot of numbers in chat already. Y'all are doing it. Y'all love it. I think we should probably play checkers instead. You know, it's more fun, I think, than this game. But you know, tic-tac-toe is also not as fun because it's a poorly designed game that nobody ever wins. Hey, our logical skull with small key is there. Anyway, get your GT big key guesses in chat and go ahead and, you know, see if you're more right than I am, at least. What's your guess, Shixie?
I always say 12, just because it's my birthday. I'm not very creative.
You are not. I'm going to say...
Sometimes I say 9, but
sometimes,
not
you know, sometimes people who are German also say 9. Usually when they disagree. I'm going to guess... I don't know. I'm not really feeling a number today.
This seed just made my coffee taste bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this seed was just anxiety-ridden and grotesque.
Oh boy, it made
Makes
your coffee...
me sad.
Sheesh, what would Captain Janeway say? There's coffee in that nebula.
Don't you bring her into this. Don't you bring her into this.
I already did. And I can't guess now because chess have been open. Taking the onus away from me. Good, because I don't want to play this game anyway. That's number 2. We're going... Looks like we're going at least to compass room here, so the right side.
Because the seed hasn't been bad enough, you're going to wish tile room on the runners? My goodness, who hurt you?
Yeah, let it be tile room. You know why they want it to be tile room? Because they want to hear us talk more than is necessary. They want to hear us.
I love it.
Yeah, that's why. That's why they want it to be tile room, because they love us. Okay.
New York versus Pittsburgh accent. Let's go. Hey, there's powder.
It's the island of misfit toys in this room right here.
So that was what? 3?
We're at 6 now.
6. How are we at 6? Didn't he just get the big... Oh, what big key was that?
Desert.
Oh.
That's why I said island of misfit toys.
I checked out.
Yeah, this is number 7.
I was like, wow, Obscure being greedy, still going and checking more after getting that big key.
Yeah, we have to get those we have to get those super silvers and rainbow sword. 8. 9. Well, good arrow pickup for Obscure. We needed some. 10. 11. 12 is Bombos. Another island.
Which is ironic because I said that was my favorite one and the number I picked was 12, so technically I win. See how we arrived there. It's called math.
It's not math.
That was math right there.
It's not math.
That was math.
No, that's not. It may be probability. Had something to do with it.
Big key is vanilla.
Yeah, Palace of Darkness big key is vanilla, and it is dumb. Hey, finally half magic. That's what we were missing.
Was that 13?
Yes. $14, $15, $16 is the winner. So let's see who gets 16 first. I believe it was Tomba DT. Capital D, capital T. The extra T is for extra talent.
Okay, we have the tower climb from Obscure Life. We're gonna get to see the rest of Turtle Rock from Eykir.
Yeah, that could be. I have to believe that this key is in here. It's on Laser Bridge, right? That Smokey is on Laser Bridge, right?
Wait, it has to be.
Right?
It has to be.
That Smokey is always
Unless
on
we
Laser
get like
Bridge.
the Big Key of Swamp, because of
Oh,
course we would. Or the Big Key of Desert. Like, oh no, that's in Ganon's Tower.
Right, but now who hates everybody? Hey, look, it's the Smokey in this dungeon. All right, yay! But we still have to get that pod bait from Pod. But the good news for Eykir is that Eykir is gonna get that last Palace of Darkness small key on Trinex, which is logically ridiculous and makes me want to puke. Meanwhile, Obscure is just going through the gauntlet, is charging his way to victory here. Very nice fire rod shot. I'm almost hoping to see the Swamp Bait now, because... I don't know. Just because. Just because there's not many new things we can do left. And honestly, I don't want this experience to end. I want this to go on forever. Although 2 bottles on Laser Bridge, come on.
And the cave.
Come on. What is this? What is this?
So all I need is the blue boomerang. That's all I need to know where everything is.
Oh, we do have all 4 bottles now. I hate when you miss that guy.
That is a cool looking boss.
It is a cool looking boss. It's also pretty intimidating, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like that neck right there, like come on, well that's terrifying. Do you imagine if that was a fast boss?
I remember, and I'm aging myself right now. I'm dating myself, right? I remember the very first time watching my dad play this game through, and he walked through that door that first time, and we had no idea what to do, right? And he's trying everything, finally figures out the fire rod, but then he opens it up and there's a missing spot.
Oh no.
Right next to that fire rod.
Ice Rod Cave strikes again.
We're like 3 months into this game, right? Because technology, I mean, we had Ataris before this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience with Zelda 1. Like, it took me forever to find level 7. Because the only clue I ever had for level 7 was that there are secrets where fairies don't live. And I'm like, the fairies don't live in a lot of places! You know how many places there are fairies are not in this game? It drove me nuts. Until I accidentally blew the whistle in one spot. A nice triple, by the way. I accidentally blew the whistle in the correct spot and found it completely by accident.
I love it.
It was a transcendent experience for 8-year-old me.
Well, I was probably, I want to say like 5 or 6 maybe, when we got our first NES, and Zelda 2, you know, was a thing. And I was so obsessed with the music that I would just play it. Like, I would turn the cartridge on and walk into the town, because that's all the farther I could get in the game, and just let the music play. And like, it would just be playing. And I don't know, you know, how my parents didn't like sell me, because that had to be obnoxious. And then like, I think now, because my kids are like, oh, well, I want to play Randomizer, and it just annoys me, because I'm like, you know where escape is. And you know, it's I just think back to how patient my parents must have been with me.
Right.
I don't have that same
and
kind of
go mode for Eykir happening right now.
There it is.
What a spot for it. Right as ObscureLifeForm is about to finish up. Right on Ganon.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. I really do appreciate it. I really do enjoy doing commentary. It makes me happy when people appreciate. And I appreciate everybody listening as well.
Absolutely. I mean, this has been a roller coaster, right? So, I mean, we've been through this together. This is a thing.
Corner to corner, coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Thanks, Ganon.
Oh no, no, silver is my one true weakness, except your sword spins when you have Master Sword or higher.
No triple too far up. And that'll do it.
That is, well, I have seen runners fall off this bridge just in this tournament alone, so get your GGs ready. But don't hit that enter button now.
That's not going to happen.
I watched it happen.
All right.
I watched it.
Oh, it's not going to happen this time.
GGs to Obscure Life. We unfortunately do have a forfeit from Eykir. Hopefully both of them will be joining us here in the booth and we can discuss the trauma we all just experienced.
Yeah, pour it out for Eykir. And unfortunately, that is the tournament life for Eykir, as ObscureLifeForm will move on to top 16. Official race time, GG time of 1:48.12, so the tracker and the timer is quite accurate.
And we are joined by Eykir and ObscureLifeForm. GG's.
Yeah, way to power through this one.
GG's.
All right. Listen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
ObscureLifeForm rolled this one, not me.
I did not roll any of this. You guys, Eykir, the thing is, it was every single gamble that people make in this game, all the time, literally attacked you with a knife every single time. It was maddening, honestly. Yep. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, it was honestly some kind of curse. And you have my sympathy for that, because I'd assume it was even harder to play than it was to watch. That must have been very frustrating.
Every time I came to a last location, it's like, oh, I have to go back to the thing I skipped.
All right, so I had speculated that you, after finding the Swamp Palace small key in Zelda Cell, that you would have felt behind and skipped left side swamp. Is that what you were thinking?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was worried.
I had to try to catch up. It's like, hey, it's a 2-minute time save. Maybe it'll work. Nope.
Yeah, you did find something out of there, and that put you on a completely different path. And yeah, I mean, it was fortunate that it was Titan's Mitt that was down there, but like the left side swamp skip, like kind of just sealed the deal for you there. Like that was, yeah, that put one foot in the grave right there, and every other decision that didn't come to pass and in fact worked actively against you, like that Palace of Darkness big key, which is honestly hysterical. If you're a sadomasochist.
Yeah. If I were actually streaming myself, you would have seen me like just crack up and my forehead when I found the 6 spot small on Trinex.
Right.
Like, are you serious?
Oh my gosh, it's just crazy logic. And I do want to ask Obscure about that Palace of Darkness small key, because you did go into Palace of Darkness with only 4 keys, if I remember correctly. A lot of runners choose to leave that particular chest behind in favor of other checks. So what made you go right there with an incomplete set of keys the first time you were in there?
I mean, I didn't have too much to do. I think I was basically down to Pod and Eastern at that point. So I knew something was going to be somewhere. And I knew I had 4 keys, so I was like, I could just open the front door and just go and have a look around. I was kind of expecting a medallion to turn up somewhere, because that just kind of opened up 2 dungeons. I think I had Ice Palace as well sitting there. I just kind of, when I found the big key there, I was like, well, I can actually do this dungeon now. Unfortunately, now I'm going to have to skip Harmless Hellway, because if I went in there with a big key, I just wouldn't have opened the front door, and I would have just gone around the bow side and just bypassed that key. But I was like, okay, well, I have to skip Harmless Hellway now. I found the big key. I can actually clear this dungeon. So yeah, it wasn't too bad in the end.
It did work out for you quite well.
You definitely read the seed extremely well, and it was because when you made that decision to go in the Ice Palace, I was like, oh, that's pendant ice. And then the first chest you open, was your the TR big, yeah, I think.
Turtle Rock Big, yes.
Yeah, Turtle Rock Big. And I was like, well, dang. Okay.
Nice and easy, right?
Nice.
Yeah. There were some very bold choices you guys made in the seed as well. Like very, very hard committals to spending keys in really bold manners and fashions. Like there were some very, very just strict and committed choices from both of you. It was very fun to watch that. And the consequences of things unfold as such, so...
It was just like a ridiculous series of events, like that Swamp Small being in Zelda's cell, which blocked the Titan's mitts on left side Swamp, which blocked a pod key, and Hammer Pay. Like, it was just crazy. It was just a crazy sequence of events.
Yeah, this might be some Sahasrabot magnum opus right here.
It felt like it at times.
It was definitely fun to watch, and kind of what I was talking about with chat in the beginning, like watching you guys talking back and forth before the race started. Like, it was so neat to see like the camaraderie. So it was more relaxing watching the race, knowing you guys are like friends and had, a good friendship going in. So it wasn't going to be like some awful, oh my gosh, I can't believe you beat me. It was really nice to know that you guys were like so respectful of each other and to watch it kind of play out.
Here's a tough opponent. I stole game 1 and I need that 1 game lead. Yeah, he came back in the end and beat me, and that's great because he's a good player. I did not expect to get this far, so I'm just happy to be here.
I don't think we've really raced before. I think maybe we've had one ladder race in the past, but
We've had 3 ladder races, and I beat you in all 3 of them. So you got your revenge here. Just like Furious Magic beat me in 3 ladder races, and I beat him last round.
But no, it's been great fun. Like, we haven't really spoken before, like until today, or until like this week, and with this set of races. But I'm kind of like, why have I not spoken to him before? Because like he's so. I was like, now I'm going to go and follow his channel and make sure I pop in from time to time, because actually I don't want to lose this, because it's been a real pleasure to play with you.
All right, is there still a chance for this hockey fight? Because, like, come on.
No.
Okay.
No. Not that kind of guy.
All right.
Yeah, good luck against Humbug Obscure.
Thanks, I'm going to need it, I think.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good matchup. Something to look forward to. Humbug versus ObscureLifeForm. Wow, that's a good. That's going to be a good series.
Yeah, my money's on Obscure.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit of history, me and Humbug, but a good history, like good friends, always talking and everything, popping into each other's stream, make fun of each other, so hopefully that will come through on stream and on the show. So we'll see how it goes next week.
Ready. Well, any final thoughts before we send you along on a merry way on this Friday evening, I suppose, wherever you are? It's Friday evening for me.
Like I said, we got to see Lockup in Harapot. Haven't seen that in a long time. I haven't done that.
Oh, well, yeah. After everything that happened, I had forgotten about that particular disaster.
That tilted me early and led to...
Oh, man.
So, yeah. I haven't done that in a long time, so that was tilting. But yeah, otherwise,
what a
I'm
time!
gonna say the seed was good because the seed was a mess.
It hits you every now.
GG's Obscure.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and thank you guys for doing comms and for tracking as well. Made Work Heard, I believe, was doing the tracking and putting on the restream as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, commentators, trackers, restreamers. Appreciate all your work.
Oh, for sure. Thank you so much, especially for agreeing, obviously, to the restream. And, I know it kind of sucks when you end up in a trolley situation, but my God, chat was eating it all up. So please do me a favor. Go over, give these 2 runners a follow. Great, great, great people. And was just a super fun time to watch. Big thanks to my co-com, TJ, and Matt Ewok Herd. Thank you so much for clicking those buttons, especially in Key Sanity. That's always fun and trying all at the same time. Thank you to SpeedGaming for obviously the restream, and Rallin for setting us all up and getting us going. as always, it's been a pleasure to hang out with you guys. It's so much fun when chat really joins in and kind of gets us wound up and going. And yeah, thanks. We'll see you soon.
Take care. And that'll do it for us here at Speed Gaming 6. There is one more race going on currently. Right now, it's Chivo versus Plasma Kappa over on Speed Gaming 2. So if you're looking for more Zelda Randomizer action in this 2022 tournament, go check it out. And everybody have a great night.